Welcome all legendaries once again to Octane Mobile Gaming. So the new event starts tomorrow and the new deck is out, and the event is called Lunar New Year Celebration. This is in celebration of the Chinese New Year, and it's the year of the pig, so we've got a lot of pigs in our deck this week. We're just gonna speak a bit about the deck later on, and I'm gonna just look at a few cards that you can actually add to the deck. But for now, we're just gonna jump right in and have a look at our deck for this week. So your first card up is this one, which is called May the Pitiless. And what does May do? Well, May creates 4 light power gem 4s, and it will cost 25 intensity. The charge rate will be 9 gems, and the cooldown will be 5 turns. But she's got 2 passive. She revives and she heals. She heals for 250% plus 250% per 100 intensity. Next one is when enemy casts a debuff, and what a debuff is when the enemy puts like alacrity, poison, fear, stuff like that on not really fear, panic on your card. So you'll see something above your card, that's a debuff. She will actually reduce the damage taken by 5% for 3 turns, and that's what she'll do. I think the revive is great, but we'll speak a bit more about that later on. This is my favorite card, and it is a support card. And the support card, which is called Assault Unit Zhou. And what does it do? It creates 6 light gem and place a light gem trap for 1 turn. If you are hit while the trap is active, create 6 additional light gems. Charge rate 9, cooldown 4, and it's your intensity generator. So this is your event card, which is Swine Lord Junfa. And what does he do? He creates 3 light power gem 1s and attack for up to 600% of your current health at a rate of 150% plus 150% per intensity. Charge rate 9, cooldown 4. Next card up is your ultra rare, and your ultra rare, which is called Rampaging AUY. And what does it do? It creates 2 light power gem 2s plus become immune to damage for 1 turn. Charge rate is 9, cooldown is 7, and passive is when enemy casts a buff, heals for 750%. So Holy Wing is one of your cards that you need this week. It's a gem Reina. It's a nice card to have. You don't need to have it. Your next card up will be a very good card. It's Tilok, and he is an immunity card. But the best of all 3 is this one, Daniel. Daniel is actually a power gem spawner, and he spawns rainbow gems, which is good. So next up, we'll take a look at a few of these cards, and these are some of the cards that I want to talk about. These are your power gem spawners, and we got 5 of them. So first up is this one, which is your Ultra Ivor. Second, Ultra Ivor is got the Halloween mechanics, and this is Apollon Setting Song. This one is Edrunner. This one again is Daniel, which I told you, which was quite good. My least favorite is this one, which is the Plague Seraph. It spawns gem based on gems on the board. These are your gem spawners. We got Sugar Plum, which has a heal, so you need heal to add to your deck. So all of these cards that I'm going to show you have got heal. You got Blazing Condor, which is a gem destroyer and a healer. The next up is Endasha, which is also a gem spawner and a healer. Next up is Astro and Macalese. They are a gem spawner and healer. Those are good to go with Daniel. Last but not least, my favorite, which is Morte Thronos, which is a gem destroyer, a healer, and a cleanser. You actually cleanse the debuff from your deck, which is a quite good card to have. And those are some of the cards that you can add to your deck this week. Your gem spawner, as I just show you, and all of these cards are healers, and they're not all slayers, but they work quite good with your deck. So let's speak about the current deck. So You don't need to have the ultra rare. Don't go chasing off the ultra rare. You don't need to have the event card. The master collection card is nice to have but not need to have. And as usual, just 2 support cards will do quite well. So if you're gonna spend your gems on getting a support card from the pack, and you'll get 1 from the collection, and that's all you need for this week. Had your power gem spawners and your healers, and you'll do quite well. So I believe that the cards that we have this week are not really all that good. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you take, for example, your ultra rare has a 7-turn cooldown, which to me is a Halloween mechanics. And your Halloween mechanic always produces lots of power gem based on intensity. Now, this particular card is just creating 2 light power gem 2s, and it's giving you recovery based on a buff. So if the enemy doesn't actually has a buff, you won't heal. So it's not really worth hassle. It's not really worth the time and the gem that you're gonna spend to chase down a card like this. I think if we actually continue to just get the 2 support cards and add other cards to the deck to make the deck a bit more powerful, eventually Network will actually have to take a look at the current meta, and they'll start giving us cards that are actually worthwhile chasing after. So for me, I'm saving my gems week by week. I have about 9,000 gems now, and I'm hoping to have about 12,000 to 15,000 by the end of February, because I'm always trying my best to finish as high as possible on the solar leaderboard so I can get as much of the rewards as possible. And all I do is just save my gems and get a copy of the support card from the support pack and get the relic. The relic is very important to get. Can't stress that enough. So just get the relic, get the support card. You'll get a second copy, as I said, from the collection. If you manage to get the event card from the collection, it will be good. If you manage to get a copy of the master collection card, that would even be better. But don't stress yourself too much. This current meta, which is the new leader skill, leader mechanic, it actually what it's actually about is to mix and match card to make cards that we had before more relevant, and it really does that, and it does it quite well. I really love that mechanic. I really love that side to it. But the new cards that we're getting, they're not really producing as much power gem, and they're not really like standalone deck, which they shouldn't be, because that's what the new leadership mechanics is all about. But I would really like a support card that produces power gems like Horsang did. I would really like ultra rare that produce loads of power gem like the mummy does. I would like a master collection card that can actually fill the board with power gem 1, 2s, or even power gem 4s, like you've got pass master collection card does. But I'm expecting better things to come in the year, so I'm not gonna really give Network the stick right now. I'm gonna see what they do going forward, because the next event, which is a fire event, a fire commander event, will close the loop on the new mechanics. So we've gone around the loop almost twice now. So the first deck we had with the new mechanics was a water deck, and we've gone through the water commander event, which gives us the beginning of the second loop to complete the loop for the new mechanics. And the fire event next week, which is a fire commander, should be the last affinity that will get its second type, really. So you've got the Fire Slayer with the new mechanics. So you're gonna get your Fire Commander with the new mechanics, and then we'll start the loop over again with the Water Slayer, which is the week after next. So I'm expecting Network to start giving us a bit more exciting decks and make the events a bit more exciting. They are becoming a bit boring, but I really love this game, so I keep playing it. So all I'm saying this week is get your 2 support card, get your power gem spawners, add them to your deck. You can get your healers. I've showed you your gem spawners and your healers. They're here on the screen as we speak. You will need to probably add cards to your deck for clearing, for dispelling the debuffs. If you check your wardens actually does that quite well. I find that the the counter skill that the wardens have are much better than most of the cards. So I always tend to look for a warden who's got the counter skill that I need, and they dispel the debuffs quite well. And I've been collecting lots of wardens since I've discovered that. So wardens are your best cards to actually dispel debuff. So that's all I've got for you this week. So you can leave a like below. You can subscribe. You can leave a comment below. Comments are really important to the progress of the channel. And as usual, this is Octane saying, have a great day and peace.